me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, gotta feel.
Okay, what is going on, good people? Welcome back to the Juggernaut Retro Reviews, and today we're going to be talking about Royal Rumble 1992. So we go all the way back to January 19th, 1992. The show was held from Albany, New York at the Knickerbocker Arena, and the total attendance for the show was 17,000. So people like to say, this is a pretty classic Royal Rumble up to this point, and I have to agree. Just for like the winner here, with Ric Flair, and it being for the first time for being for the world title, this is pretty big, to do it during this time. I mean, they did the Rumble for the title many years down the road. Like in 2016, Triple H won the World Championship. But yeah, this was pretty cool seeing it here back in 1992. I mean, you had a lot of big stars in this match. The undercard was decent. I mean, it wasn't anything too great, but the Royal Rumble match was definitely must see to watch. So let's quit wasting time and let's go ahead and get started with this review. So the first match that kicked off the show was the Hart Foundation, the new foundation. We got Jim the Angle Neidhart and Owen Hart going up against the Orient Express, which the Orient Express, they opened up the last Royal Rumble 1991. So they'll opening the shows with this team here. This match went on longer than what I expected it to be. It went on 17 minutes and 19 seconds, which was pretty crazy. But I gotta say, Owen Hart, if you're a big Owen Hart fan, he had a really good showing out in this match. Really good high flying here. Really, he was doing some nice moves that you really never seen before. So yeah, if you're a really big Owen Hart fan, you definitely like this here. Good showing out for him. There was this really nice spot that Mr. Fuji did with his cane. I'm pretty sure it was one of either Jim or Owen got Irish whipped into the corner, and the cane was in the corner, so they broke the cane. So I thought that was a pretty nasty spot. But in the end, the new Hart Foundation won. It was a pretty decent match. Like I said, really good showing out for Bret Hart here. Orient Express, they did normal heel stuff here. Owen was just taking a lot of damage in this match. You had Jim as the big heavy in this match, doing a lot of the big power moves. It was a fun opener. Not bad at all. Not bad. All right, and then the next match we had was the WWF Intercontinental Championship on the line. We had the Mountie defending the title against Roddy Piper. I gotta say this, Roddy Piper, he had a great night. This was probably one of the best Royal Rumbles he's had. He won the Intercontinental title here, and then he had a great performance in the Royal Rumble match. Probably went top 5 in the Royal Rumble match. He was he was an MVP in the Rumble. But yeah, so the Mountie won the Intercontinental title. It was a few weeks back, on the house show. He beat Bret Hart for it. Because I think Bret Hart was trying to do a small package, and then something happened with it. The Mountie ended up winning. And they said on the show that Bret Hart, he was injured and stuff. He had a over 100-degree fever, so he was sick and stuff. So he really wasn't feeling that great. So they had him lose to the Mountie here. A few weeks ago. So then we had Roddy Piper versus the Mountie here at the Rumble. Really short match. There's really not much a lot to say about this match. Roddy Piper, he won by a sleeper here, which, kind of looking back at it, does that make Bret Hart weak for since Roddy Piper beat the Mountie really easy here? Does that make Bret Hart look weak here? I feel like it kind of does, in my opinion. Like, yeah, I mean, then again, you have those excuses. You can say, Bret Hart wasn't feeling good. He wasn't on his game. He wasn't at 100%, so that's why he lost. So, I mean, you got those. You got some points there. But yeah, Roddy Piper won by like a sleeper hold. He also had a great promo later on in the night, later on in the night when he won the Intercontinental title. If you haven't seen the promo, definitely check it out on the show because it's really good. Like, Roddy Piper, he's not the greatest in the ring, but when you're listening to his watching him like talk on the microphone or even what he's doing in the ring is really entertaining to watch. I really like it. But yeah, Roddy Piper ended up winning here. The next match we had was the Beverly Brothers, Blue and Blake, going up against the team of the Bushwhackers, Luke and Butch. This was not a very good match. The fans weren't really into this match very much here. As a match, they just got way too much time here. I think this match should have been cut down a little bit. The Beverly Brothers ended up winning the match. Yeah, there's really nothing else to talk about. This is a really skippable match on this pay-per-view. I don't recommend checking it out. And then the next match we had was another tag team match. This was for the WWF Tag Team Championships. We had the Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon, going up against the Legion of Doom, Animal and Hawk. This match ended up being a count out here. Hawk and Animal, they were so over here. Commentary was good because they were talking about how the Natural Disasters, they were saying that they want to call their lawyers, they should be world champions, but a title cannot change hands by a count out or disqualification. It needs to be by pinfall or submission. That's the only way a title can change hands, unless it's in a no disqualification match. But yeah, so it was funny on commentary. Who was it? Oh gosh, I'm trying to figure out. Not Jimmy Hart. Who was it on commentary? He's with Mr. Perfect. You guys know who I'm talking about, but yeah, he was talking about how the Natural Disasters should be world champion or tag team champions. Bobby the Brain Heenan, sorry. Yeah, I couldn't think of his name for a minute. Yeah, but Bobby the Brain Heenan, he was, being a really big heel here, so yeah. Now we'll move on to the main event, which was the 30-man Royal Rumble for the vacant WWF Championship. So this was a pretty fun match. I mean, in most Royal Rumble matches, they don't have a lot of replayability. But this was pretty fun stuff here. I mean, because a lot of in some of these matches, there's a lot of standing around. There's a lot of laying down in the corner. Sometimes people don't know what to do as much. But, people like the Ric Flairs, the Shawn Michaels, the Pipers, the Jake the Snake Roberts, they could really improvise in these matches, which that's what I really like. This was a pretty good match here. Ric Flair ended up being the winner here. He came out number 3. He lasted over an hour in his match. I believe that's a new record up to this point. I believe that. Yeah, Ric Flair broke the longest record, lasting an hour and 2 seconds in this match here. So that was pretty cool here. Randy Savage, he did a great showing in this match here. He was really good. This was a really star-studded Rumble. I mean, you had the Undertaker in here. You had a lot of NWA guys, which this was like a really proud moment for like the NWA here, with seeing an NWA guy win. Like, this Rumble match was like set up for Ric Flair, because Ric Flair, he doesn't work that WWE style that much. So this was a perfect match for Flair to be in here. So number 1 was the British Bulldog. He ended up being eliminated by Ric Flair. Ric Flair, he also did a lot of great selling in this match. He took a lot of beating here. A lot of beating in this match. A lot of heels were like double teaming on him. So I thought that was interesting. Shawn Michaels, he was doing some great stuff in this match. He ended up getting eliminated by Tito Santana in the match. Yeah, Shawn Michaels ended up getting eliminated by him. Well, they both eliminated each other. They both Tito Santana and Shawn Michaels, they eliminated each other. What else? Undertaker. Yeah, he was doing some good stuff. Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich, another NWA guy. Like, there were some, a lot of NWA guys in this match. So like I said, it's a really proud moment for these NWA guys here. Because, they worked with Flair and stuff, so that's really cool. Especially at the Sportatorium. Is that what it is in Texas? Yeah. But the Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich, ended up getting eliminated by Ric Flair. What else we had there? We had the Repo Man in this match. Big Boss Man ended up getting eliminated by Ric Flair. Roddy Piper and Jake the Snake Roberts, they had some personal stuff going on with each other. I thought that was good. The Undertaker, he ended up, who did he get eliminated by? He ended up getting eliminated by Hulk Hogan, which we'll talk about Hulk Hogan here in a minute. Jake the Snake Roberts ended up getting eliminated by Randy Savage in this match. Yeah, so like I said, a lot of star-studded talent. So the ending, it came down to Ric Flair, Sid, and Hulk Hogan. So Hogan gets taken out by Sid, and then Hogan, he starts holding the legs of Sid, which is very interesting because you don't really see a babyface doing in that much. So he's holding the legs of Sid, and then that ends up letting Ric Flair to toss Sid over the top rope and end up winning the world title here. So, and also, Hulk Hogan, he did not know what the hell he was doing in this match. I'm sorry to all the Hulk Hogan fans out there, but he did not know what he was doing. Like, I kid you not, he was doing so many eye rakes up in this match, this wasn't like the Hulk Hogan type of formula match here. This wasn't your typical Hulk Hogan match where he does his typical moves where he hulks up. He didn't do a lot of that, no. So he was kind of lost what he was doing here. Like I said, your Ric Flairs, your Macho Mans, your Shawn Michaels, your Undertakers, did I say Randy Savage? Yeah, Randy Savage, Jake the Snake Roberts. Those guys could really improvise, which is a really good thing. But yeah, I just don't like all the praise that Hogan gets. How big of a star he is. I'm just not a fan of that. But they wanted to do that match with Psycho Sid or Sid and Hogan at WrestleMania 8, which that match fell flat on its face at WrestleMania 8. That went nowhere. To be honest, what I think they should have done, Hogan and Ric Flair, because we never got this, and we never got to see that, which is crazy to think about. At WrestleMania, which that would have been more but apparently Vince, he really had a hard on for Sid and Hulk Hogan, and so he had to do it right now at that WrestleMania. And then Ric Flair, he was going to drop the title to a WWF guy. He was going to drop it to Randy Savage at Mania, which it was a good match. But yeah, that Hogan and Sid stuff, that rivalry just kind of fell flat. It just didn't really go anywhere. So yeah, in my opinion, it should have been Hogan and Flair at WrestleMania 8, but that's just me. But yeah, Ric Flair ended up winning here. Ended up winning the world title at the Royal Rumble 1992. Awesome moment for him. Even the promo after the match. If you've never seen this promo, definitely check it out. It's not like the words he says in the match. It's it's the emotion he says in this promo. Like, with a tear in his eye. That promo he does, when he has a world title. He's standing there with Mr. Perfect and Bobby the Brain Heenan after the match. And also, Bobby the Brain Heenan, he was so biased in this match. He was so behind Ric Flair. He was cheering on him for him to win the match. But yeah, Ric Flair ends up winning here. fun pay-per-view. Really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't already. Some videos I got coming up this week. So I got my Royal Rumble 2024 predictions coming up later on this week. I also got a couple more retro reviews of the Royal Rumble to do. I'm going to be doing 1993, so stay tuned for that. And I'm going to try to get to a few more Rumble reviews before the end of the month of January. Also, if this is your first time ever checking out my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Also, go down in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see on my channel. Also, don't forget to turn on my notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. So, like I said, hit that like button, to help out videos in the algorithm. But yeah, this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out, and I will talk to you guys later. So, peace out.